Back in 2015, 2016, I was working and my job had paid for me to take this, it's called Leader Ascent program. And in that leader program, you had to take counseling. Well, that was the first time that my past trauma and abuse had come forward. I had blocked it so completely, I had no idea what was in there until that year in counseling, in the leadership program, where it all just came out. And you talk about reliving stuff. Oh, my stars. The first thing my counselor, Beth, told me was to start journaling. I have never journaled a day before in my life. And I'm looking at her like, what? She goes, you don't have to write if you don't want to. You can type it. Well, I started doing both when I was in the class, because you got 2 days a month you had to do this. I would write my journal. I would get home, I would use my laptop, and I'd start writing some more. But before I did, I told her, I says, I don't know how to start it. She goes, write like you're talking to me. So I did. I started writing like I was talking to her. And she says, I don't have to read it. I'm like, no, you do. And I thought, how easy is this going to be? I'm just going to type it out, write it out, whatever it is. And all that stuff that I remember, right? It's not going to affect me. Nah, I've got this in the bag. I started writing. I would have tears coming down my face for all the abuse that I went through as a child. That's where I started, as far back as I can remember, as a child. With my stepfather telling me that no one is going to love you unless you basically spread your legs. That was how he showed me he loved me. And of course, I have trauma because I loved him and I wanted to share with him how I loved him when he stopped loving me when my menstrual happened when I was 11. So from 7 to 11, he showed me he loved me. And so all that stuff came out. Tears are pouring down my face as I'm writing this. I had her read it. She's tearing up, crying over all this. And she told me I had to write a book. Like, why? Who wants to read about my abuse, right? She goes, you'd be surprised. So we talked and she told me that it had to be done no later than, I think I told her June of 2016 because we started in 2015. So I said, okay. So this is the book, Abused. It is what it is. I wrote it, and my poor husband, as I'm writing this, would come and touch my shoulder and say, honey, I'm going to go to bed. It's like 11 o'clock at night. And I would literally scream at him for touching me. You'll have more later.